it never really was a question of if we would mandate the COVID vaccine. It was really just a question of when.
At Texas's Houston Methodist Hospital, employees have until June 7th to get the COVID vaccine or lose their jobs. It's among the first healthcare systems in the U.S. so far to require the shots for its employees, and it appears to be working. Houston Methodist's vaccination rate is one of the highest, 85% before the requirement was announced, 98% now. Across the country, rates range from almost 90% at University of California Health to an average of 81% at Prime Healthcare's Pennsylvania hospitals and 66% at New York's Northwell Health. Other systems would just tell us a majority of their employees received the vaccine. At South Dakota's Sanford Health, the largest rural health system in the country, the total is approaching 70%. Chief Physician Dr. Jeremy Cowles says rates reflect attitudes towards vaccines in the broader communities.
Our two largest metropolitan areas have indeed taken up the vaccine faster than some of our rural locations.
Sanford Health is considering a mandate, but while they're effective, mandates can lead to backlash. Jennifer Bridges is a nurse at Houston Methodist. She says she doesn't want to get the COVID vaccine.
I've had every single vaccine there is. I take the flu shot every year because that's mandated also. But this one's just different.
She said she's worried about side effects, the new technology behind the vaccines, and the speed of their development. Health experts say the vaccines have been thoroughly tested and that rates of vaccination should be higher among healthcare workers. But Brown University's Dr. Ashish Jha says there are other reasons employees may not be vaccinated yet, that a mandate alone can't fix.
The issues are complicated. For a lot of staff who are hourly workers, when they hear that after getting vaccinated, they may be sick for 24 hours, they may not be able to take 24 hours off.
All right. This is Brother Tazabah from the GMS Atlanta Church. I want to start off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone that teach and that rule well. Salutations unto the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out. In season, out of season, the prophesy the gospel of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And salutations to the few women and children that subscribe to this truth and faith and sincerity, all charity and subjection, because that is the key. All right, I just wanted to come real quick. I already showed you the video on I want to entitle this lesson, The Hour of Temptation. All right, because I'm going to start here and we just finna get into it. All right. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great. All right, from Bill Gates down to your lowly trash can eating nigga that you see every day when you walk into the bus stop. All right, from LeBron James, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all the way down to your fresh dope boy on the corner. All right, and he calls it both small and great, rich and poor. All right, free and bond. So the Jake that's eating out of the trash can and the Jake that's in the prison house, fighting for his manhood, all right, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark. All right, and when you go into that word mark, it's charagma, which means an incision, a cut in two, to cut into the flesh. All right, receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark, unless, so when you see that word save, unless he had that mark, he had the mark or the name of the beast or the name of his, or the number of his name. So now you seeing that a lot of these medical places, they got the upwards of 50+% of people actually taking the COVID vaccine. That's that trickle down effect. Both small and great, they got all your big wigs, your Don Chills, your Barack Obamas, your Joe Bidens, your Kamala Harris, all these people, great and rich, they're taking the vaccine. Now it's getting down to, the movers and shakers that actually keep this place alive, the construction workers. Well, really it started in the medical field, and you seeing it's the upwards of 50% because these people done went through school 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 plus years. You think they finna let a little a COVID vaccine stop them from making the money that they expect or they feel that they should make after putting all those years of in college? Nah, man, they finna receive the benefits of Babylon here in America. All right. So with this, the Lord said, with whatever this mark, this charagma, is gonna cause great and small, rich and poor to receive of it. But how are they going to receive of it? The greatest way to go about it is to attach it along to the bare necessity or the very necessities that man needs to survive. And what is it? Hey, if you don't work, you don't eat. So what are Esau's attaching it to? He's attaching it to work. Oh, if you want to work, it says it's not the guy spoke and said to yo, it isn't a matter of when we would do it, if we would do it, is but when we would do it. So they knew that they was going to mandate this. And mandate is basically just like you having to register for your Social Security, you having to have a license to be able to drive on the roads of the United States. That's a mandate. That's exactly what Esau's pushing, man. All right. So with that, I go here. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and their right grievousness which they have prescribed. And this is a grievous decree that he's decreed. It's unrighteous. Magnets are sticking to people's arms. People are dying from the side effects. And at the same time, he's still telling you, hey, to hell with these side effects. We said it's good. You gonna take it, and if you don't take it, you don't eat. You don't work. You're gonna be the offscar of society. All right. So this is that hour of temptation. All right. All right. It says, I'll go here. Matter of fact, let's go here. I'm just go into it. All right, this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. This is speaking unto the elect, the individuals that's learning this knowledge, truth, and understanding from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai by way of Great Millstone or other great individuals that teach the proper truth. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, the suffering, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So he said, great and small, all men. So this is just reiterating, which shall come upon all the world and to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this hour of temptation is going to try every man on the planet earth, from the least to the greatest. So let's go here. All right, let's get hour, because, let's give an understanding. It says a certain definite time or season fixed by natural law and returning with the revolving year. All right. Any definite time, point of time, moment. All right. So what do we know that to be spoken of in the scriptures? Let's go to Salakia. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. And Esau was planted. He had a time that he had root in the earth. But the Lord, now it's time for America, Babylon, the mystery Babylon, the great daughter of Babylon, to be plucked up, man. She had a time to be born. Now it's the time for her to die. She had a time in which she was planted. Now it's the time to pluck up that which is planted. All right. So the Lord said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. So let's go back to what I was going into, that hour of temptation. All right. So because this is the portion and the purpose of the Most High. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So let's get temptation. All right. So we know it's a time. It's a particular time, and we're within that time. But let's see what this temptation, an experiment, attempt, trial, proving. So the Lord is proving, trial, proving, trial made of you by my bodily condition. So you may get your leg cut off. You may get your head cut off. You may have to starve. You may go a week without eating because you refuse pork, because you refuse the chip. since conditions serve as to test the love of the Galatians towards Paul. And that wasn't the test of the Galatians, their love towards Paul. It was the Galatians' test of love towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The trial of a man's fidelity. Infidelity is to be outside of the temple. So the Lord is trying your love for him within inside of it, according to his law, statutes, commandments, integrity, virtue, consistency, and enticement to sin, temptation, rather arising from the desires that is within a man, that sin that's embedded within you, or from outward circumstances that Esau's causing. He causes both small and great. See, that's that outward circumstance. That's that outward temptation, because we're dealing with the inward temptation now, but it's going to culminate to this outward temptation is going to tempt the inner man, the greatest. All right. So this is the hour of temptation. And in that hour of temptation, if the Lord is not dealing with you, or you haven't been privy to the understandings of the Most High, or been inclining unto his understandings, you finished, man. You straight finished out here. All right. I'll go here. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. And how can it be the strength of your salvation? Because you understand that this is the mark of the beast. This is the hour of temptation. This is the thing that the Lord has been building us up to combat this whole time. To trust in him. Hey, I'll starve before I trust this white man. That's the worst death that you can be prescribed to undergo in the scriptures is starvation. Next is fire, you know. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, you can't do none of these things. You can't obtain wisdom or knowledge without the fear of the Lord. That's why that's his treasure. Because when you fear him, it's like, you respect me. All right, you respect me. All right, respect. All right, now I'm going to put you on game. That's what a righteous and honorable man would do. But first, you're going to have to respect me. You got to know how I'm coming. And when I say I mean Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He telling he coming with thermal and nuclear fire. That's why the devil cometh down with a great wrath, knowing that he have but a short time, man. All right. Now, let's see. I'll go here just to finish off. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 4. And the door shall be shut when the sounding of grinding is low. And that's what we're hearing now. The sound of grinding is low. Hey, it would be nothing for a person to get a fast food job. You can't keep people in a fast food job right now. The grinding is low because those are some of the easiest jobs to obtain here in Babylon. The fact that people are quitting these jobs and saying, the hell with this shit. That ain't worth my time. That ain't worth the headache. That ain't worth the tormenting of my spirit. F that job. When the sound of grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the music of daughters shall be brought low, because usually an alarm clock will wake you up. But now it's going to be a bird to wake you up because, hey, you aimless. You ain't have absolutely nothing to do for the next day but try to survive. All right. All the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, because music is in a low state. But the representation of this in this point is the fact that mirth is taken out of the earth. Look at this past Christmas. My daughter was just talking about it. The Christmas spirit is gone, man. The Christmas spirit, the New Year's spirit, all of these holidays, these spirits and stuff, they gone, man. It's gone out of the place. Why? Because the people know what time they in. They don't fully see it, but they feel it. You know? Why? Because the words of the Lord are being made manifest. They return not unto him void, man. You know? So that hour of temptation is upon us. Esau will what? He's going to use these jobs. He's going to use the lack of money, the lack of you having rent money, insurance, you know, your inability to get your child to school on time. He's going to use these things as a reason to put more pressure on you to cause you to take this chip, take this mark, man. All right. And it's just simple. It goes without, it doesn't go without saying, but it goes without saying once you understand the scriptures, man. All right. Let me see. Well, you know, that's all I had through the Spirit. I ain't even finna draw this lesson out any further than what it should be. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to end off by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well. Until the next time, Shalom.